entry of any alien or any class of aliens into the United States would be detrimental to the interests of the United States, right? So if I find as president that a person or group of people will be detrimental to the interests of the United States, and certainly there's lots of examples that we have, but you shouldn't even have them necessarily. He may be, and he may, by proclamation, and for such period as he shall deem necessary.
All right, technically this congressional statute specifically gives the president the power to restrict immigration at any time based on national security reasons. Kimberly Dvorak weighs in now with more on this. Obviously a hot topic, something we're going to hear more tomorrow. He's expected to come out with a new executive order. Those that are in favor of the court say that those who have a green card or visa holders, they are told to be given notice and given a hearing before told to leave.
Yeah, well, I think what President Trump here was alluding to is 8 U.S.C. Code 1182, and this is part of the 1952 Immigration and Nationalization Act, where Congress gave this specific right to the president during periods of war, which we've been at war in the Middle East now for the last 15 years, gave him the right to do this. Now he's banned everybody from this country, and we know that this order was put together by President Obama. And the primary reason is 6 of these 7 countries are basically in civil war and have no functioning government. So they can't, do valid background checks. They can't give out passports because they don't have a country like Britain or the United States where we go down and we do background checks. So that's the primary reason why they're looking at that. And then of course Iran is that 7th country. And on Friday we heard the mullahs and the leaders all chanting "Death to America." So they're outwardly expressing their interest to do harm to this country. That's one point to take away from all this, that he's well within his right. And I think when we get bogged down, is this a Muslim ban or is this not a Muslim ban, I think there are a lot of people trying to politicize this rather than looking at the actual rule. And moving forward, you're going to see President Trump using current rules and laws that are on the books to enforce immigration. I don't think anybody should expect a comprehensive immigration reform out of this, because he is going to be using existing rules and laws that are already on the books.
All right, so the executive order, obviously those 7 countries we have talked about, some are saying, why not Saudi Arabia? We saw, and he even included in the order, the 3 different attacks, the 9/11. We saw the Orlando shooting in there, as well as San Bernardino. Now, 9/11, I think 15 of the 19 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia.
Exactly.
Orlando shooting, he was a U.S. citizen. And then the San Bernardino shooting, the husband was a U.S. citizen, the wife from Pakistan.
Yeah.
So some people are saying, why the 7 countries he has listed and not the ones where we've seen?
Because in Saudi Arabia, in the countries that you listed there, they have functioning governments. So they actually do have, we actually have relationships and embassies in those countries. So we have working relationships with them. These 7 countries that are on this list, we do not. So we don't know. I mean, it could be that somebody's working in a bureaucratic position and their buddy decides they're going to come in and steal like the printing press of passports. So now this is the danger. And as we move forward, one of President Trump's big promises, he's going to go after ISIS. So this is a part of that. And he wants to secure the border, make sure we know who's in this country. So when we go after ISIS, then they're not going to be able to come into this country and create terrorist attacks against our citizens. So that's where we're coming with that. And just one last thing here in San Diego, we've had several cases. The last one was in November of 2016, just a few months ago, where we've had people brought up on charges and convicted on material charges for supporting terrorists. So we do have a nationwide problem with this, and I think he's seeking to diffuse that. And I think you're seeing the rewriting of the executive order, and that's how he's going to get around the broadness of it all.
Kimberly Dvorak, thank you so much. Obviously,
Thank you.
more to come tomorrow with his announcement and
we'll
possibly
see.
a new executive order. We'll follow up on this in the
Great.
future. Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.